4th Infantry Division was activated on December 10, 1917 at Camp Green, North Carolina. For the past 102 years, the Ivy Division has created a legacy that will never be forgotten. This is our story. Soon after its activation in 1917, the 4th Infantry Division answered the nation's call. By June of 1918, the entire Ivy Division arrived on the shores of France. These soldiers would set the precedent for valor and courage on the battlefield for every 4th Infantry Division soldier to follow. By July of 1918, 4th Infantry Division soldiers engaged the Germans for the first time during the Isle-Marne offensive. The division fought bravely for weeks in the Meuse-Argonne offensive, the last major battle of World War I, before its conclusion on November 11, 1918. On September 21, 1921, the division was deactivated until World War II. After the bombing of Pearl Harbor in 1941, the 4th Infantry Division reactivated and quickly made its way overseas to support the Allied forces. On June 6, 1944, the Ivy Division once again answered the nation's call. They were the first ashore at Utah Beach and took the contested area with relatively few casualties. Ivy soldiers would then fight their way into Paris and free the city after 4 years of oppressive Nazi occupation. In the months that followed, the division fought bravely and relentlessly against the Germans. 4th Infantry Division soldiers were the first to break the Siegfried Line and enter Germany. They fought relentlessly for weeks in the Battle of the Hergen Forest and the Battle of the Bulge. The fighting did not stop until the war was over, capturing Augsburg just days before German forces surrendered. The 4th Infantry Division was once again called into action in the fall of 1965. 4th Infantry Division soldiers arrived in Vietnam by the fall of 1966. This began an arduous 4-year undertaking where they would overcome unrelenting combat in an unforgiving environment. They participated in the year-long Operation MacArthur and in the Battle of Dak To. This campaign was noted as one of the bloodiest battles fought during the Vietnam War. As a testament of their efforts and sacrifice, the unit received 11 campaign streamers and 12 Ivy soldiers received the Congressional Medal of Honor. The Medal of Honor is the highest award which can be bestowed upon a soldier for valorous action against the enemy. In 2003, Ivy soldiers returned to combat for the initial invasion of Iraq in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom. Later that year, 4 ID soldiers supported Special Operation Forces to capture Saddam Hussein. The 4th Infantry Division deployed 3 more times in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom and continues to deploy to Iraq to this day. In 2009, 4th Infantry Division deployed to Afghanistan in support of Operation Enduring Freedom. The 4th Infantry Division deployed 3 more times in support of combat operations in Afghanistan. The Ivy Division continues to deploy in support of Operation Freedom Sentinel and Operation Inherent Resolve. For more than 100 years, the Ivy Division has prevailed on battlefields across the globe in defense of our great nation. Today, the Ivy Division stands ready to answer the nation's call. Anytime, anywhere.